Okay, you want to move on?
Yep.
Okay, let's go to something way more lighthearted.
Oh yeah, I really don't know how you transition away from this topic.
About
Jesus Christ.
Bubbly girl group albums. Okay, topic 2 is going to be From.9's album From.9, and Andrew is going to take this one.
Before I get into the actual album review, I have the Wikipedia page for the term love bombing here. Quote, love bombing is an attempt to influence a person by demonstration of attention and affection. It can be used in different ways and can be used for either positive or negative purpose. Members of the Unification Church of the United States use it to convey genuine expression of friendship, fellowship, interest, or concern. Critics of cults use the phrase with the implication that love is feigned and the practice of psychological manipulation is in order to create a feeling of unity within the group against a society perceived as hostile. Okay. With that out of the way, let's get in.
From.9 fans are a cult, and I'm part of it.
Yep. I'm. That's me all day. So, this is From.9's single album entitled From.9. This is the first release of theirs since the last one, or this is the first release since Junggyuri has rejoined the group. Junggyuri was on Produce 48, most famous for the stupid high note that they kept playing goddamn like every 5 seconds. Anyway, so yeah, this is a full, it's an OT9. It's an OT9 release, you could say. So, first song is where'd my mouse go? Is the title track, which is Love Bomb, as I mentioned. So, okay, as I've kind of mentioned like before on the podcast and the show about like how basically I had my NCT 127 Come to Jesus moment with From.9 at KCON this year, and this only just reaffirms how much I love From.9. Like, I've never seen so many like YouTubers just collectively shook over one song before. Like, this is unprecedented. Like React to the K loves this, like is just obsessed with this song. Freaking like PD said he cried in the middle of his reaction to this song. Like just like everyone in our Discord just keeps posting every live performance of it. Like, it's just incredible to see how many people like love this one song. From like a random group. Like this is, we're not talking like BTS or like freaking EXO or NCT or Twice or whatever. This is From.9 and like everyone's in love with it. I'd say like probably the reason why I like this song so much is it reminds me of Red Velvet, like like Russian Roulette era, or just like that sort of like just both visually and sonically, and that sort of like it definitely gives off a Red Velvet vibe. Like even the music video screams that sort of aesthetic that Red Velvet adds to their songs. As for the actual like music, I don't even know where there's so much to say about it. Honestly, like I said, like I was joking, like in our Discord, like I could do an hour podcast just on this one song alone. Like that's how much I love this song. Like this, like, there's this really cool like arpeggio, like like during the verses and everything. That's just like so addicting. Like the bridge that they have is just incredible, and it has like this like slight future-based tinge, and then they do a really good job of, before they go back into the chorus, they go back to the intro part with like the tick tick da da, like they help use the intro to reintroduce the chorus and everything. Oh my god, like we're not alone here, because it's what, like it's been less than like a week or two and it hit 5 million views. Like it took Dugan like maybe all of like 4 months to hit 4.5, so they literally just hit that mark. They blew that mark away in 2 weeks. I'd say maybe the only minor complaint I'd have would just be in terms of the choreo. I don't find the choreo as creative or appealing as Dugan Dugan's. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I love the choreo. It's just I feel like there kind of maybe it could have been more to it. I like more intricacy in my girl group choreo or just choreo in general.
Have you not noticed the LOVE part? Like it's so intricate and so fast. Like,
yeah, there are some parts.
I didn't even catch it the first time.
There are some parts that I do enjoy, but yeah, it's I would like to see more. But oh man, this is probably like the first like comeback of theirs that I'm definitely starting to appreciate the members a lot more than I did before. Like, I think at this point I have to say like Gyuri's my bias. She has like the stupidest, prettiest eye smile. I'm sorry, she's giving Tiffany a run for her money.
Never.
She reminds me of Solgi just vocally, which probably adds to like the Red Velvet comparisons. Nakyoung's hair is just like this awesome like two-tone sort of thing.
Is that the split one?
Yeah, Nakyoung.
Like half and half? Okay, because I didn't know her name, but
yeah, I only know like
awesome.
I only know like Gyuri, Serom, Jiwon, Nakyoung. I forget the rest. I'm sorry. I think there's like a Chaeyoung and something in there. I love like the fuses that they have on their head. Like guaranteed, they're gonna sell that and they're gonna make so much money off of selling those like fuse headbands or like that might be their light stick or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And also in terms of production, it sucks that Jacob's not on here because this is the same production team that worked on Heart Shaker. So no wonder it was an awesome song. So that's enough for me gushing about Love Bomb. So go ahead.
No, yeah, I agree with pretty much everything you said. I was into Fromis before, but like really when Dugan Dugan came out, was when I like really started to pay attention to them.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I bought this album by the way. But
who'd you get as a
photo this song, I don't know. I was thinking about it. I haven't opened it, so I was literally thinking about opening it right now.
No, wait, no.
But like this song is probably my number 2 song right now, like of the year.
Yeah, no,
like this song is so good. It didn't beat Get It for me. Get It's still number 1, and I don't see that ever not being the case. But it's just like the perfect example of how to do like catchy girl group pop without being too repetitive. The vocal lines are just so good.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the catchy parts are just perfectly catchy. I liked the choreo a lot. It really stood out to me with all the stuff they do with their hands. Like I said, doing the LOVE part, like it's so fast that I didn't even notice it at first. Until I'd watched a few like live stages. I don't know, like yeah, like you said, the fact that they go back to the beginning part for like the bridge, like right to bring back the chorus, is like perfect. The music video is ridiculous and fits the song really well. Just yeah, like literally everything about the song is amazing. I can't stop listening to it.
Oh, I can't stop either.
It's my number 2 song, and I'm trying to open this album to see who my photo card is.
I mean, did you ever like with how sour we're on From Is, or how sour I was on From Is? Did you ever expect From.9 to put out possibly one of the best songs of the year? And like that's not like that's no bullshit even like
probably not.
Yeah,
I mean, I wasn't soured on them. I was a fan, but I didn't expect them to. Woo! I got knocked down. Oh, wait, I got 2.
Wait, show the camera. I want to see.
There's 3. Well, there's a big one and then 2 small ones. Well,
audio listeners, he is unboxing the album. You are getting a live unboxing.
The problem is I don't know all the members.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just hold it up to the camera and then maybe somebody if you know all the members in the comments.
I don't know if that's not Gyuri, is it? Maybe.
That's Gyuri. Oh, come on, that's Gyuri. You could tell that you could see that eye smile from a mile away.
This is Hayoung because it says on the back.
Okay.
And then I got Nakyoung as well, who's probably my new bias.
Oh yeah, the hair definitely.
The hair is so good.
But I'm sorry, G. I said like after for Dugan Dugan, I was like, oh, I'm a G1 stan. Because especially after seeing them live, I was like, oh, I'm a G1 stan. But I'm like, damn it, now I'm a Gyuri stan. I'm sorry, I just fell in love with Gyuri.
I was Serum all the time, but the hair got me for Nakyoung.
Oh, okay. But, I mean, yeah, just like there's nothing else we could really like articulate when it comes to this
we
song.
can only gush about the song so much. It's just go listen to it.
Yeah,
it's
seriously,
so
if you
good.
haven't listened to this song, what are you doing? Stop this video right now. Go listen to the song 100 times, then maybe come back to the video, then go back and listen to it 100 more times, because this deserves way more views than it's getting right now. And I mean, granted, 5 million for a new like a group that literally just debuted this year. Isn't that's bonkers numbers, and like getting 1 million on their comeback stage is also bonkers. Like I would have never expected it, like this type of output for From.9. It's just incredible.
Yeah.
All right, next up we have that should say Dancing Queen. This is a sort of like, I don't know, if I were to compare this, it's another song that kind of reminds me of like TTS in some way, or just maybe Soshi in some way. Like I get those kind of vibes, mostly just because of the like the piano line, the dun 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 dun. Like it just got that really like jazzy R&B vibe that they tend to lean towards. So I'm obviously gonna like this. And yeah, like, I'm a sucker for really catchy piano lines. And hey, naming it Dancing Queen, it's a cover of the Soshi song.
Yeah, it's a cover of the Soshi song.
But not really.
No. Yeah, for me, this song is like, I don't know, it's a little weird for me. I like it, but the instrumentals are like all over the place. Like you said, like the piano line's just like crazy and all over the place. And there's just like random different guitar parts coming in, and like it doesn't really make a lot of sense like musically, which is definitely the point of the song, but for me, like it's hard to focus on the singing because of it.
Okay.
I do like the song. Also, there's a piano solo, so it gets bonus points.
Yes,
but that
piano
one
solos.
it did like make it a little hard to focus, so I had to like. It's definitely my least favorite of the three, but it's still a good song.
I mean, it's kind of like, at least for me, it's nothing. Obviously, none of the album tracks are going to beat Love Bomb, but I mean,
Love Bomb's far.
Love Bomb's just like
two.
S tier basically in terms of songs, but I mean, I still did enjoy it, like to some degree. And finally, we have, or the last of the songs we're going to cover will be Coloring. I can't read the Moon Runes, so I'll just say the English title. This is another one I actually really liked. Just I really love like the sort of like vocalization that they do. Like that sort of like really like cutesy sort of group choral vocal chorus. It's another one where like I feel like a lot of the strength in From.9 so far that they've proven is, or they've done a really good job of giving them really solid instrumentals that they're able to build on, because even stretching back to like Dugan Dugan or 22 Century Girl, like all of these, like they have a pretty good just like collection of like instrumentals when it comes to like their entire catalog so far this year. So I think that's a huge strength that they've been leaning into, and even again on this track, because I mean maybe in just sort of maybe if you're like comparing it against other songs, it might not stand out as much, or might not be as intricate, but I do feel like the instrumentals are how well their vocal line fits with these instrumentals is what I really enjoy about this track. And honestly, just like all credit to them, because again, like the biggest complaint or the biggest sort of like limiting factor of From.9 was everyone was like, oh, it's just a visual group. Everyone that they picked was just super pretty, and they've managed to sort of overcome that predisposed like I don't know, like prejudiced sort of thing. And yeah, I mean I did too. Like I thought it wasn't gonna be good because it didn't have like the members I wanted, or like the trainees that I wanted, like Natty, that sort of thing. But yeah, they've managed to blow those expectations away tenfold.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, this song, I thought like pretty much echo what you said. Like it has an amazing instrumental line, and I really like the use of group vocals like for the chorus. I thought it fit really well. Also like the echo they use on their voices in some parts. Really stood out to me, and how the verses are minimalistic at first and then build to the chorus. I love when songs do that. So yeah, this song stood out to me a lot, and like I said, I liked it better than Dancing Queen for sure, but
yeah, probably.
I like all three songs on this album a lot. So yeah, that's it.
And before we get into the actual like scores, just wanted to bring up the fact that they have full From.9 versions of both Dugan Dugan and 22nd Century Girl, which I think is that's a great move. That's a great move to sort of bring Goody back into the fold, considering she was away for Produce 48. And goddamn, like, is there any? You think they come back for KCON next year? Because I really want to see them with Goody,
all
like,
nine of them.
So bad.
Maybe. I mean, they're a real group. It's not like IOI where they're time limit, so.
And what their contract is like 6 years or something like that.
Well, it's 7 years. It's a normal contract.
Yeah, it's a long contract. So
yeah. So yeah, it's possible. I'm sure even if they don't come back this year or next year, they might come back for a future one. So
worst comes to worst, we'll track them down and we'll go to Korea and watch their events. Hopefully.
Thing to note is those 2 tracks are only on the album. They're not on Spotify.
Album only tracks. They did release dance practices where they showing how they incorporate Goody both in terms of like vocal line and choreography, which is great. Again, that's a great move on them to sort of bring her back immediately. So for those that aren't familiar, we rank our albums on a 10-point scale, with a maximum of 6 out of 6 for music, maximum of 3 out of 3 for the concept and the like sort of visual aspects of it, and a maximum of 1 point for bias. So that being said, I am giving this album a maximum of 6 out of 6 for music, because every song on here was just perfect, and I wish this was a full mini album, because I need more of From.9. And they're probably not coming back, but they're probably not coming back until 2019, to be completely honest. But I mean, it'll be worth the wait. Hopefully. Concept is the only one I won't give full marks on, just because again I feel like just a little bit more when it comes to the choreography. Just again, because I feel like I love like the biggest reason why I fell in love with. Like, I'd say Dugan Dugan has the better choreography, but I'd probably say Love Bomb has the better song, just like objectively. And like the choreography of Dugan Dugan is the big reason why I fell in love with it, and just seeing it live just exacerbated that to a bigger degree. So maybe just bring it up a notch more, and I would not be afraid to give them a perfect score. And if they can release an album like this again, and I'm obviously gonna give them a bias point, because I'm probably one of the biggest From.9 fans on here now. I love him so much. I need to see them live again, just because it was such
talking to the guy who owns all their albums.
I don't need to own all their albums to show my love.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that's a 9 out of 10, and I'd never expected to give this group a 9 out of 10, to be completely honest. So I'm shocking myself here.
Okay, for me, I did only a 5 out of 6 for music. Mostly for just had to knock a 1 point off for Dancing Queen. It didn't feel like a perfect album. It felt close. But I did give them a 3 out of 3 for concept, because of how much I liked the music video, how much I liked the choreo, how much I liked the styling. I thought it was fantastic. So I gave them a 3 out of 3, and then I did give them a bias point. So I also gave it a 9, which means it's a 9 overall, and it gets a shiny.
It gets the truly Daebak seal of approval.
So,
thank God.
As long as Jacob wouldn't have given it like a 7, it would have gotten it anyway. Even if he gave it an 8.
And I mean, it seems like there's no way he's not gonna like a song that's written by the same people.
He liked Love Bomb, I think. So
yeah, and I mean,
even though it took him forever to listen to it.
I know, yeah, but I mean, yeah, just great job, and also just in general, it's crazy to see how much musical progression From.9 has made in less than a year. Because if you think at where they are, like at the beginning of the year with like, I don't know, just like Heart to Heart and like all that sort of stuff, like that was last year. But like if you think at where they've got, how far they've just like progressed musically, it's incredible. Yeah. They've basically gone from like, I don't know, just like maybe like a kind of like a cutesy girl group Soshi type thing to all like a really like experimental sounding like Red Velvet type thing in the span of a year. So imagine what their next album is gonna sound like if they're progressing at that sort of rate. And
Blackpink.
No. They have more. They have more character. They have more character progression than Blackpink. But and also just that both From.9 and IZ*ONE are under the same management group now. So this makes me super. I am super intrigued and super hopeful of how they'll approach IZ*ONE. If it's this level of quality, oh my god! Like this. Like
Yeah.
I hope I don't overhype myself too much, but like this really gives me hope about like the new it's like I forget the name of the entertainment company that they formed to manage From.9 and IZ*ONE. I think it's like something The Line Media Entertainment. I don't know, something like that. But
Yeah,
I'm really optimistic about that. So yep.
You look at music videos from 2007 and they look like they're from like 1995.
Yeah,
you know?
basically.
So, and then nowadays, like you get K-pop music videos from 2018 and they look like American videos from like 2020. Like
Yeah.
it's they're gone